Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to our Monday night show, which will be the shortest show in the history of this world because I've got a date with some chili hot Doritos and the new Planet of the Apes film. Has anybody seen it? Let me know in the comments. But yes, I am back, people, and I thought we'd do a very quick bite size tonight because I wanted to see how you all are and let you know what's been going on. But yeah, this will be a sort of slightly shorter show. And next week we'll get back into up to speed on this on everything else that's going on. So if you're new around here, we record this live. You guys get in the comments and get involved, which is great. So hopefully some of you are joining us. I know that summer holidays are in full swing, so that'd be great. That'd be awesome. I've got a couple of things to show you tonight. I'm not going to go completely nuts because there's some things I can't show you. But I want to talk about sort of 3 or 4 shoes, let's say, and I've got some other bits to show you. So let's do that. And then, as I said, next week we'll be fully back up to speed. Thanks, Gary, because I'm a bit nervous about the Wi-Fi tonight, the broadband and all that sort of stuff, because it's been in and out today. So let's see how that happens. But yeah, so it's been busy. Thanks to everybody who has been sort of left me alone over the last two and a bit weeks, which has been really nice. It's been great, sort of, to have that downtime, to have that sort of that opportunity to take a step back. And I would really recommend it to anybody. Running's definitely taking a back seat, which is good. And I would recommend that to anybody. If you're ever worried about what's it called, losing fitness. No, I'm not watching the game tonight. I've got no interest in Spurs at the moment. But yeah, if you're ever worried about losing fitness or that sort of stuff, really don't. It's not worth it. So yes, I've literally just had a drink. Come on, no Dr. Pepper tonight, so don't worry if you didn't check them out. We did 2 sort of pre-records for the Time I Was Away. We are back on the sort of grown-up show. It's not really the grown-up show. On Friday, that'll be a full hour. Maybe a bit more on Friday. We are back there, teams back, and everything's slowly but surely coming back to normal, let's say. So I was back out there today, 6 miles, which felt quite hard. I was in the Pegasus Turbo Plus. So we will film a video later on in the week on these. I'll put my thoughts together later down the line on them, and I'll probably put that out on Thursday or Saturday. Depends how we get on this week in terms of training. But the Turbo Plus review will, or sort of first impressions will come out. But yeah, I was out there, did 6 miles in them today, which is quite nice, actually. Really enjoyed that. It was harder than it should have been. But yeah, we was out in the Turbo. Was it Turbo? No, it's Pegasus Plus, but basically Turbo 3. Interestingly, this is one of the shoes. I had the Metaspeed Sky on holiday with me. So I've got the Edge and the Sky. Interested to know whether you want to see a video comparing the two. Very interested to know whether you want to see that or not. But yeah, we had the Sky. So the mileage I was doing on holidays was in the Sky. I also had the Mag Max out there, but the Sky was predominantly out there. Some interesting thoughts on that. But yeah, I'll be let me know whether you want me to do and if you're listening to this as a podcast, you can always write in hello@FORDYRUNS.com. So let me know whether you want a video comparing the Edge and the Sky. I know there's already a lot of stuff out there on YouTube, but ASIC sent me that just before I went away. What's the other thing? We've got these. We've got just other stuff, but some stuff I can show you, some stuff we're holding back. But we've got these. I may run these at the Big Half. I'm not sure. Again, I got these late, but I'm not sure whether I will or I won't. Sorry. If you're on the pod and you're listening, I must apologise. I'm a bit tired. Literally got back last night. I've got the Fast R2, so I may because I've got basically races every week now, leading up to the Berlin Marathon and the Yorkshire Marathon. So I may put them into anger at the Big Half. So let me know if you want to see that. Be interested to know on that one. Somebody was asking me in the comments on one of the videos about these, the Balos. Now, I'm doing 21 miles in these on Saturday. I don't know whether you want to see something before then or not, but I was going to wait until I'd done the 21 miler in them. This is their sort of super blast sort of shoe. So let me know whether you're interested to see with the Balos, whether you want to see a video before. But to be honest with you, I'm going to wait till no, I'm going to wait till I do the 21 mile. We've got an on running video tomorrow. I filmed a couple of videos before I went away. As you know, as I said, I was off in August, so I filmed a couple of. There's a New Balance one I filmed and the on running shoe videos. One of them's coming tomorrow. So again, a bit late to that, but I wanted to try the on running shoes. So that's kind of cool. Last thing I wanted to show you, I've got all the Berlin Marathon stuff come through today. So I've got some of the jackets here. I don't know if you've seen some of this online. So like the jackets here. And I just want to show you because I think it's absolutely amazing. The detail. They've got this really cool gold stuff on there. And I really like it. So we've got them. We've got some other bits and bobs from the, let me give you that, Berlin Marathon. I really like these. Ben is going to get these because I've told him to. They're the shorts, the half tights. They've got 2 pockets on. I was a bit nervous because I didn't know if they had the 2 pockets on, but they got the 2. But look, it's all the gold stuff on them. It looks banging, doesn't it? It's really nice. It's not going to come out in the camera, but it's really nice. I'm going to wear them on Saturday. I might actually do a dry kit run on Saturday. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. So yeah, they're the bits, odds and sods that I wanted to show you. There's some other stuff. Some stuff I can't show you. But I wanted to show you those. So yeah, I'd be interested in your thoughts on them. So, okay, right, let's dive into it. As I said, I'm a bit tight on time tonight. So I wanted to crack on. But just to say hi, really, and just say thanks for everything and keep doing what you're doing. Welcome back, Fordy. Mick. Oh, I think is it Mick's birthday today? If it is Mick, happy birthday. I've not been on the Facebook group today. I don't. Maybe I may have been on there quickly, but I swear I saw something. It was either yesterday or it might have been today. I can't remember. I say my brain's a bit fried. But if it is today, happy birthday to you, Ian. I need to speak to you, Ian. We need to catch up. Dawn, and you as well, Dawn. Gary, thanks a lot. Is Hayden in the film? I don't know. Yeah, okay, get it. Sorry. Again, totally lost it. Nice tan. Hope you had a nice holiday. Thank you very much. Yeah, Mallorca was lovely. But yeah, I'm not going to be watching the football tonight. I can't really get into it. I'm still not 100%. While Daniel Levy's still there, I'm still a bit. I really hope we do well. So, but yeah, I say I want to sit down, eat my Doritos, and sort of fall asleep on the sofa. Bloody probably finish him off. No Dr. Pepper. But Hayden did send me a picture. He was in he's in the US. He sent me a picture because he was he saw the Dr. Pepper in there. Again, if you've not seen the pre-records or listened to the pre-records, make sure you do. Oh, look at this. This is an interesting fact. Did you know Dr. Pepper is now tied with Pepsi as the second most popular drink in the US? I did not know that. I love Dr. Pepper. So you guys would be interested in the comparison. Okay, right. So I'll do that then. I'll do a sort of Edge versus Paris comparison. How they feel. There's a real difference for me that I've noticed, and I'll put that out on that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Yeah. So we'll put that together. Maybe I could film that when I do the Nike one later on in the week. Yeah. Okay. See how we get on. Right. I was recently in the US. This is from Matt Wallace. Went into an ASIC store and asked if they had the Super Blast. The store assistant's laughed and said no. Yeah. So just on the Super Blast, again, I think I mentioned it. I may have not done, but the Super Blast, in terms of new colorways and stock, is coming. ASICs are fully aware, as I understand it, of the issues. They did the Paris release in that colorway, which was intentional, and I understand that they're aware of the shortage issues. How much of that's marketing, I've got no idea. But yeah, so they're aware of that. There's new colorways coming. The sort of what tends to happen now, just to give you a bit of insight. So with some of these shoe drops, they will come in like one, maybe two colors, usually one color as a sort of early release. And you'll see that with the Pro 4 from Adidas. And you've seen it with Nike with the Proto colorways. And then month or two later, then they drop all the colorways will come out, or a planned series of colorways will then come out. That's how they tend to do it. Think of the Saucony Dolphin. You know, they had the launch colorways, and then they came out with the other ones. And then they sort of release the colorways to keep you interested as you go through, in terms of the planning of it, and it's related to other things that they're doing, like say the Paris Olympics was one, and that sort of stuff. So that's how that will work. And so the Super Blast 2 will come back in stock. There was a drop in the UK. I put it up on Instagram. If you're not following, make sure you follow me at @FORDY_RUNS. I mentioned that there were some sizes in stock. They went very quickly, and then they will got so they're now out. So as and when the supply comes in, they'll get restocked. But just wait for the new colorways or colorway, and then it'll go from there. Does that make any sense? Again, I'm not saying it's an ideal situation. In a perfect world, they go, right, here's 5 colorways. We've got X amount of each. Crack on. That would be brilliant, right? But that's not how they're doing it nowadays, because it's all based around this marketing and all this sort of stuff. But they usually have 1 or 2 like sort of launch colorways, and a lot of work goes into that in terms of the launch colorway as well. I've done some work with a brand in terms of like the colorways and the launch stuff that's coming out. You'll be surprised how much effort and things they put into that. It's quite incredible. In terms of the Glide Ride Max, I can give you an update on that. So the Glide Ride Max, in terms of ASICS, UK, marketing wise, they're not going to be pushing the shoe. I think that's the wrong decision. I think that's a silly thing to do, based on how popular, or let's say how popular the older versions were. I'm not sure Glide Ride 3 sold as well. So I kind of see why, if I'm being realistic in terms of marketing budget, they're probably better off putting their money into other things. Personally, I would have, pushed it into the UK, but they're not going to be doing that. You've seen, hopefully, that like the major channels out in the US have received the shoe. And I'm sure in some of the European channels will get it as well. But in the UK, it's not a shoe that's going to be pushed. I got told October the 1st, a UK release in limited numbers again. So again, you might have to just try and grab that if you want to get hold of that and go for it. So that's the situation with the Glide Ride Max. So there we are with that. It's a shame, really, because I think that would be a good chat, because obviously you've got the Glycerin Max, which is coming. I can't say any more than that, but it's coming. So it would be good to do comparisons and things like that and offer that out there. But anyway, so there we go. Right. No, I can't tell you about that. I told you about saying else. Shouldn't say about that. Okay. Eating 40. If you had to choose a shoe from past or present to wear for every run from now and forever, what would it be? Glide Ride 1, which I have a pair in the garage, or Super Blast 1. I love Super Blast 2. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, probably one of those two. Glide Ride 1 or Super Blast 1. Probably. The Turbo 2 from Pegasus Turbo 2 is up there, right? I'm just saying it's like the holy grail. But I think those two shoes just really work for me as a runner, and the running that I do. I'm pretty much most of the time marathon training, all the time. So those shoes work because I could do a lot of stuff in them. But yeah, so probably the Glide Ride 1, which I have a pair of the Tokyo colorway. If you've not seen that, some of you eagle-eyed people have seen that. And I would go for the Super Blast 1, although I absolutely love Super Blast 2. So there's nothing to say there. Hey, Philip. After all those high stack shoes, how's it going? I don't have the Trinusa 16. I didn't opt for that one. I think Andy Forrest of Dean has done a video on that. I'd recommend you go and check that out. I've not gone try Nusa 16. to be perfectly honest with you, because I've got too many shoes in to test at the moment, and I wanted to do it justice. So it's not a shoe that I've had, and also I wasn't that fussed about the colorways. I had Emily run like hella on, and we was chatting about the colorways, and they didn't really do anything for me this year. They did one a couple of years ago, like a red and black, and it looked absolutely banging. But the colorways this year are a bit shit, really. So um, I've not really gone for it. But Andy says, I think, again, I'm not, but I think he really likes it. I've not watched the video, but from stuff I've seen, I think he likes it. So I would recommend you go and check his content out on that. And yeah, so I'm not, it's usually a good shoe. Okay. As you can see, I'm on a speed test tonight in terms of battling for it. Thanks to everybody who's joined us for the first week back at school. Appreciate it. We'll be here every week. There might be 1 week I may have to take a break for something personal, but other than that, we'll be here, 8 o'clock, and you can just hang out, talk about running shoes and other stuff, coaching questions, whatever you want. Running GNR for charity and really can't get on with the singlet provided. Do I have to wear it for charity or can I stick to my... It's entirely up to you. I think, wearing a charity chop is a brilliant thing. Raising awareness about the charity is awesome. I love the fact that everybody wants to also represent 40 runs as well. And that really is an amazing thing. So thank you to everybody who does that. I've been blown away by all the pictures while I've been away of people meeting up all over the country. It's just incredible, and wearing them all over the world. Does blow my mind when I go to places like New York and people like know you and stuff. It's a bit weird, but yeah. So it's awesome. But yeah, I wear the charity if you can. I think that's an awesome thing to do. Raise awareness for that charity if you can. But I do know, because I've had it. The charity vests that I've received in the past, they cut me up to pieces in terms of chafing. And it's been a nightmare, so I've opted for something else. So I do know how that feels. So if maybe speak to charity, get a larger size. I don't know, or go. Always wear whatever's most comfortable for you. But I do appreciate that you want to represent. That's very kind of you, Charles, for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. You can do that as you go through. Give a super chat thing. It's one of these. It's like just a way to say thanks. I support the channel, so thank you very much to that. Ordered the Ghost Max 2 after watching your review. Hoping that Ghost Max 2 is a brilliant shoe. It's I don't know how much they are at the moment. Whether have they been reduced yet? I know they're on sale. Let's have a look. Ghost Max, £145. You're getting a lot of shoe for £145. If you just want a running shoe to go running in and you want comfort and you're not fussed about really anything else, the Ghost Max 2 is brilliant. It's better than the Ghost 16. It's just a very good daily trainer. And it's the new foam and it's brilliant. It's super comfortable, wide fit. Thanks very much. Job done. It will do everything. If you're a slightly bigger person, it will work. It's a wider platform. It's a wider frame, and at £145, I think you're getting a very good shoe. So Charles, let us know. Come back and tell us how you got on with them. Aiden, Evening Forward, always loved your content. Thank you very much, Aiden. We're going to try and change things up a little bit. We'll come on to that in a few weeks' time. As we go through, always trying to get better at stuff. We filmed a vlog while I was on holiday, just for us cocking about, really. So I would, wait, might be this weekend. So slight different as well. That's not a direction we're going in, by the way, but just as a heads up, bit of a warning if you're tuning in for the usual sort of weekly training update. It won't be this week. It'll be us cocking about on holiday, which I really enjoy making. But yeah. Evening 40. So what would you say the new Pegasus Plus is on par or better than the Streak Fly? Any idea on Streak Fly 2? Streak Fly was not for me. I think that was a major letdown. And yeah, I just didn't care for it. It wasn't bad. It's a good treadmill shoe, right? But I think the Brooks Hyperion 2 shows you how good a treadmill shoe can be. I think the SL2, for example, absolutely destroys the Streak Fly. So, Yeah, the Streak Fly, if you pick it up cheap and you're 90% in the gym on the treadmill, fantastic shoe. But yeah, I think the Pegasus Plus, I've only done one run in it, is a much better shoe than the Streak Fly because it offers more in terms of versatility. But it's 165 quid, which is a lot of money. Right, evening, Martha. What do you think is the best half race shoe currently? Happy with newer, older models. Buy my first proper race shoe, so happy buying more. Half marathon. If I had to run a half marathon, I'd probably go in either the Asics Sky or Edge at the moment. Yeah, that's probably where I'd go at the moment. And I think they're available at the moment. They're not cheap, by the way, but they're super light, super fast, and they're just lightning quick. So I would go if I had to try and run a half marathon at the moment. I would go with the Asics Meta Speed, Sky or Edge, whichever way you go. I think they're one of the fastest, if not the fastest, sort of shoe over that distance for me at the moment. So yes, that's where I'd send you. And as I say, I think they're available at the moment, so you might be able to get a pair. They've got some new colorways, haven't they? Hi, 40. Other than the 1080 version 14, are there any other big releases to look forward to for the rest of the year? Obviously, got the Adidas Pro 4, which is general sale January. We've done a pod about that. But there will be a drop around Berlin. I'm not 100% sure whether it's coming before or after January, but the Boston should crop up. But whether that drops in, I can't remember what I was told. Bit brain dead. That may come, or they may hold that back for January. What else have you got? I think the Glycerine Max is a shoe to watch out for. Can't say anything other than that. There's also another shoe, an update from a shoe that I can't talk about. I know this is not helping, by the way, which I think will be interesting as a half marathon shoe, racing shoe. I know that's coming, but I can't tell you that. What else is coming that I know of? It's a shame the Glide Ride Max is not being so readily available because I think that could be an interesting one. Yeah, I would say 1080 version 14. The Glycerine Max, I think, is because it's such an un-Brooks looking shoe. An update to a racing shoe that's coming, and maybe if the Boston 13 gets dropped, and obviously the Pro 4 from Adidas. I think most of the best shoes are out there. I think we've had, really, really, really good shoes. There's not been that many bad shoes. There's been some overpriced shoes. There's been too heavy shoes and things like that. But there's not been some absolute shockers like the Invincible 3 or anything like that come out. Yeah, so I think, there's a couple, but not a hell of a lot. Makes sense? But yeah, I can't. Yeah. It's there's a few things because of embargoes I'm a little bit restricted on, so it's a bit annoying. What would be the better stability shoe I'm looking for my daughter? Tempest. Yeah, but watch the Arch. Tempest 2 comes September the 4th, by the way. It's just a mild update in terms of the upper. But yeah, Tempest maybe. I did oh no, it's not out yet, is it? The other one, but it's hang on, how much are they at the moment? 1 second. Oh, it's still too expensive. I was going to say, but I'd already thought that. But the 860 from New Balance, in terms of a stability shoe, mild stability shoe, is excellent. It really is. But I don't know what sizes in terms of what you're looking for, Mick. But I thought they might have been a bit cheaper. They're 140 quid. That's what I was just looking at in terms of the price. But that's a very good shoe as a mild stability shoe. So have a look at that maybe. £140, but it's a lot of money. That's the only thing. I was hoping they'd be a bit cheaper. But maybe I have to pick them up without doing it live on air. But yeah, 860 version 14 is a very good mild stability shoe. I was really surprised with it, to be honest. Really surprised with that shoe. Shula, do you think Brooks would consider making the next Hyperion League more accommodating for the full marathon? There's some updates coming to that shoe. Moving on. Hey, Fordy. Any recommendations on a 7-inch running shorts with plenty of storage? I prefer the type with an inner line. Have a look at the Say Sky shorts. Very good. Say Sky shorts are very good. And you can put your pockets and stuff in them. I like them. And I think Andy Forrest of Dean's got a code. So go onto his Instagram. He's got a discount code for them. Thank you very much. Hey, Chris. Yeah, I'm running half on Sunday and opting for Pro 3 from Adidas. Yeah, would like to see the Pro 4s. Is there any further? No, I think not since, unless hopefully you've listened to the pod I did when I said about the Berlin Marathon drop. Another quick one after that, and then basically full sale in January. I'm not aware that that's changed. It may have changed because I haven't had obviously I've been away. So, but that's the last I heard. So fingers crossed. But yeah. Okay, I love these. So many questions. It's great. Remember, I'm trying to get off early tonight. You lot. Here he is. Picked up another pair of Saucony Speed 4s. We definitely need them for London. Yeah, you're going to need them, boy. You think he's artist at the moment. Try and stop me by Kevin. I'm losing. Is there a one shoe to rule them all? Something that could do anything and everything apart from trail that's available. Look. The Speed 4 from Saucony, I think, is probably the best all-rounder. I personally prefer the Hyperion Max 2 because I just prefer, for whatever reason, the feel of that shoe. It just really works for me. And that's really a personal preference. I think the Speed 4 from Saucony is probably the best all-rounder because you can train, race in it, do everything in it, and it seems to hold up okay. But me personally, and it's pure personal choice on that, it's the Hyperion Max 2. I've got 2 pairs of the things, and I absolutely love the shoe. But that's just me. But the Speed 4 is probably the one. It's not massively unstable. It's got the XC900 outsole speed roll, good foam in it, great upper, fits true to size. It's not cheap, but I think that is the one. For me, out of the Alpha Fly 3 or Metaspeed Sky, I will go for the Metaspeed Sky because the Alpha Fly 3 Arch causes me huge issues. Watch the videos I've done on it. I don't think I run fast enough in the shoe as well. So I would go for the Metaspeed Sky for out of those two. If you didn't get Errol, if you didn't get the majority of your shoes gifted to you and you had to buy them with your own money, which shoes would you purchase? Super Blast, because I think that shoe can do majority of stuff I need, or the Hyperion Max 2, and then I would look for a cheap racing shoe, whatever I could get my hands on, whether it be a Pro 4, Saucony Pro 4, or last year's Asics Metaspeed Skies, something like that. I would get something like that. Yeah, 200 quid. 200 quid. I'm holding shoes up, by the way, to camera. 200 quid. 165 quid. I mean, that's just 4 shoes, right? So there's nuts in it. Who's got that sort of dough to throw around? No one. So yeah, that's what I would do. I'd probably pick up a Super Blast because it can literally do everything. Yeah, that's probably what I'd do. Alpha Fly 3 or Endorphin Elite 2? I'd go Elite 2. Love the shoe. Hi, 40. Would you say the Super Blast 2 is overkill for anyone who isn't a marathon runner? No, I think it's budget and personal choice. I think that's purely, if you're limited to budget, then it is, 200 quid or 195 quid or whatever they are. You could go and spend £100 and get a very good shoe. So yes, to answer the question, is it overkill? Yeah, if you're on a budget. If you're not on a budget, then no, it's the perfect running shoe because it can literally do everything. Ryan, Running in Boston 12 at the minute. Would Hyperion Max 2 be an upgrade? Yes, it would be. I would go for that. They're very similar feeling shoes, but I think you'll prefer the Hyperion Max 2. Boston 12 is a great shoe, by the way. Not taking that away, but I think the Hyperion Max 2 works very well as a replacement for that. Hi, Fordy. Would you say Super Blast 2 is too much? Oh, we've done that one. Hello, everyone. Sign up for the Sports Shoe app. Currently 25% off. Ends tonight. £165. There you go. So, Sports Shoes app, you get 25% off. Page is saying. But yeah, whatever. I don't really care for that. Okay, mainly because we like Start Fitness because they're nice people. Hi, Fordy. I'm looking at entering some races later in the year. As a relative newcomer and not super fast, what entry-level carb plate shoe would you recommend? I would recommend the Saucony Endorphin Pro 4. I think that's the perfect shoe as a newcomer. Shooter, thanks for answering my question about the Hyperion Elite. The best you can this time. Hopefully see some. Yeah. No comment. Mick saying Spurs are 1-0 up. Who scored, Mick? Tell me. Because I'm about to go. Any word on an additional small release of the Endorphin Elite before? I've still only heard spring 2025 on the Elite 2. Obviously, you guys know I've got the shoe. And they're currently on ice. But yeah, I've only heard that start of the 2025 is still as I understand it. Quick two. Charles goes to super chat. Do you have any strong thoughts on foot shape shoes? We've done some videos on Topo and Ultra shoes. I like Topo shoes. I like Ultra shoes. Bit confused with Ultra at the moment in terms of the 4mm drop, 0 drop sort of thing going on. Love the Torrid 7. But Topo shoes are great. They haven't sent me the new stuff. Don't know why that is. If I probably asked, I could probably get them. But again, we're sort of knee deep in shoes at the moment, so that's okay with me. But yeah, I think they're great. If that's the sort of thing, direction you're looking to go into, great shoes. Is the Super Blast good for heavy runners? It is, yes. Personally, I'd rather put you into a something like a Brooks Ghost Max 2. But I think the Super Blast is a very good shoe for. I think the other one is the Saucony Hurricane 24. Very good shoe for bigger people. We had FORDY Runs on the channel. Go back and listen to that if you're a bigger runner, and we talk about shoes. But he really likes the Super Blast, but he loves the Hurricane 24, and I think that's a great shoe for bigger people. Woo! There we go, Mick. I've done you. You said 45. I'm out of here at 33. Normal services resumed next week. We are back to a full-length show, which could be anything. Mick will decide how long the show is. Watch out. On running shoe video tomorrow. I'll try and get the Nike Pegasus Turbo Plus thing, whatever you call it, this week done. We'll do some other bits and bobs coming out. But yeah, so it's full steam ahead, people. We are back. We are fighting fit. We are ready to go. We're going to rock it out. I shall see you all soon. No doubt at a race because I'm basically about every race that's going. So, yes, I shall see you all later.